What is up, people? Sorry I'm late. I'm starting when the show should have ended. I have on all green, which means I can't be seen. I was all pumped to have a nice, long conversation with you guys about the DACA program and Dreamers and what does it all mean and all of that good stuff. But technical difficulties, you know how it goes. So, this, yeah, I'm just a floating head out here. Um, this will be a quick rundown show, um, just to kind of give you an overview, a background. You can go back and do your own research if you want to. Enough people comment or whatever. I'll try to do a full show on it. Um, so yeah, so I wanted to start with uh, what happened or what put it in the news recently. Um, a federal judge out of Houston has declared that the DACA program, is unconstitutional. Um, for those of you that don't know what the DACA program is, here you go.
Exactly are dreamers, and could Trump deport them? First, dreamers are undocumented immigrants who applied for protection under DACA. What is DACA? DACA is Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. It's a program created by the Obama administration, and it says if children cross the border with the parents and they've lived here ever since, they can't be deported. The idea is, hey, they were minors who came here with their families. They shouldn't be blamed for being here illegally. DACA started in 2012, and since then more than 700,000 immigrants have qualified. They had to be in school, have a high school diploma, or have served in the military, among other things. And they cannot have a criminal record. Now here's the tricky thing. DACA is not a law passed by Congress. It's a program that Homeland Security put in place. So President Trump could just tell Homeland Security to get rid of it. Or he could let all the DACA permits expire. They're only good for 2 years. That's what dreamers are worried about. Without DACA protection, could they be deported? Technically, yes, but dreamers are not the ones Trump is targeting. He says he's going after those with criminal records. Dreamers are not high on the Trump deportation list. Still, dreamers are kind of worried since they gave their personal information to the government when they signed up for DACA. But standing up for the dreamers is the entire UC system, Cal State and community colleges, along with more than 30 private universities. They've all pledged to support the dreamers by not giving private student information to federal immigration officials. And the California legislature introduced a whole set of bills that would protect not just dreamers, but other undocumented immigrants. The bills would keep local police from cooperating with federal immigration, and it would make public schools, state hospitals, and courthouses safe zones where federal immigration enforcement is not allowed.
All right, I don't know how much of that played. It broke up on my side. Hopefully, you guys were able to read it. And I know the lady was talking fast. And I know I talk fast sometimes. So let me see if I can, I don't play the middle. So it's a program for um, immigrants who have came over to this country when they were minors. I think it's 15 and age 15 and under when they come to this when it comes to this country with their parents. It was a protection put in place that, you know, as long as they're in school or as long as they have a high school diploma or as long as they are, well, you had to have those two. And then, you know, you must be working, you must be doing something to be a part of society. Um, so that means, and you can't have any record, like you can't have no record, not anything on your background. So, um, and I know that video said Trump, even though Trump is out of the White House. It was an older video, but it explained well. I thought it explained well of what it actually is. Um, so what happened recently is a federal judge in Houston said it is unconstitutional. Like the lady said in the video, it's not a law. It's just like an executive order, kind of like all the stuff Donald Trump was doing. Just signed a piece of paper that was just saying to do this, but it wasn't a law. Um, so hopefully, or so what the hope is that this kind of brings it up to, it brings it back to the news where now Congress can do something about it or have a permanent fix for the DACA program instead of having people worry about it, you know, every, you know, however often, or just worry about anything where a judge can say it's unconstitutional because once it becomes a law, of course, it's constitutional then. So that's what the hope is. And like I said, I just wanted to get some thoughts. What do you guys think about it? Do you think that people or immigrants who were brought to this country as minors should be allowed to contribute to society? Um, do you think they should be deported, like sent back home to wherever they, wherever their family is from? Um, do you think that I don't know it should be stricter? Do you like the system as it is? Like, what? I would just want to get you guys' opinion on what do you think, um, and have a discussion from there because it can go a bunch of different ways. You get a lot of people, um, that are against it, um, or just against immigration and all that stuff in general. You have a lot of people who, um, no matter what, like they just won't support it. Like they can sit on the couch next to a family and listen to the story and be heartbroken, crying, but still won't support it, or say that they won't support it. Um, you know, I think no one can deny that the country has a immigration issue in some sort of way. Um, but what do you do when these people are brought here as kids? These not adults who made a decision to enter a country illegally. These were kids, right? So does that change it for you? Does that change it for most of you guys? Angel said they should have protection, no deportation. Most people are immigrants. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much true. Um, and it's not just allegedly. It's not just um, foreign brown people from Mexico. It's supposed to be from Canadians and Mexicans and Indians and Britons. You know what I'm saying? All the people, all immigrants who uh, came over as kids. And like the news, the woman on the video said, it's only good for 2 years. So if you get in trouble within that 2 years, when you go to reapply, uh, you're going to be denied. Like then you're going to be subject to deportation or whatever the case is. A lot of people who don't support DACA say that these people should go back to their country and then apply for citizenship the right way, as they put it. But some of these people have kids of their own who the kids are born here, so of course they're citizens. So then, do you send uh, a mother and a dad home to leave a kid here? Who do you leave a kid here with? Child services, like that, just another child that's in the system. Now, like what do you do? Um, this country's so hypocritical. I'll just give my opinion, and I'm gonna get out of here. Um, the country's so hypocritical on things like this, where these people are, in school or in college or working. You're working. If you're working, you get a work visa or whatever the case is. They issue you, a social security number, all this stuff. You're paying taxes. You're working and you're paying taxes. Yet you cannot do a good portion of the stuff that the American dream promises you. So wouldn't that be the same as like taxation without representation, which is what the Revolutionary War was about? That's why Americans or whatever wanted to break away from Britain because they were getting taxed without having the proper representation. These people are paying taxes. The people are working and paying taxes. Like you can't just be doing nothing and be on a program. You have to be working and going to school. And if you're doing that, then you're paying taxes, or you're paying for school, you're paying for training, or whatever the case is. Uh, people are like, oh, get you a lawyer, hire you a lawyer, and let the lawyer do all your paperwork and stuff. Well, how do you hire a lawyer? You gotta have money to do that, right? Okay. How do you get money? You gotta work. Oh, okay. So you want me to work and get a lawyer, but I can't work because you want me to leave? where I won't have money to pay for the lawyer. Like nothing y'all saying makes sense. So my opinion is, like I said, I don't think no one can deny that we have an immigration issue in the country. I think that something should be done. Um, what? I don't even know. I don't even know what a permanent fix would look like. Um, I don't know if you have people check in every 2 years. I don't know if that's the way to go all the time. I have no idea. But when you are brought here as a kid, like you should have like you're a functioning person in society, not a criminal or whatever the case is. You should be fast tracked or something, some kind of something where you can be a citizen faster than potentially 10 years or what it could take if you go back to Honduras or some like a country like that where it could take up to 10 years to get citizenship to get into the country. I just think it's ridiculous and yeah, something should be done. So that's my take on it. Angel said, I saw welcome. I say welcome them now. Saw the labor crisis in America. Um, yeah, I think if you take, I think it came across like if you took all of the people who are on DACA, all the people that's working, it would take almost 80 million. I want to say out of the like $80 million of like taxable money or whatever, you would take that out of the economy. It's a lot of money. Andrew said Americans don't want to work. Let those who do come on over. Yeah, I don't understand that. People get work visas all the time. You know what I'm saying? So how would that be any different than you know? Even let's say they had to stay on the DACA program their entire lives, which would be ridiculous, right? So you got people checking in every 2 years who is working, paying taxes, functioning part of society with no criminal record. What would be the harm in that? Of course, I think it should be something more permanent, but what would be the harm in that, though? I don't understand. Um, I don't get it. This country is something else. It it's never been kind. I don't feel like it's ever been kind, but it's become very rigid, very numb and rigid lately. The past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years or so, 6 years maybe. So I don't know, but that's where I'll leave it. If you guys are interested, definitely click on some news stories. I have other videos going to play, but um, I don't have time. I'm not going to hold you guys up. I appreciate you joining me. Be sure to check out the story behind me. It's very interesting. They're talking about adding a building that would change the Cleveland skyline. If you're from Cleveland or if you care about that type of thing, $300 million. That's a lot of money from Sherwin Williams. You can't see it because my head's in the way. Um, it's an interesting article. I think it's on Cleveland.com. If you're interested, you can get a look at the proposed building and all of that good stuff. So that being said, I appreciate y'all joining me. As always, you guys be safe out there. Uh, Click around Friday for the latest episode of Let's Get Takeout. Byron is going. I don't know what he's doing this week. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've seen it, but I don't want to spoil it. So stay safe out there. Tune in Friday. We'll see you guys Sunday. Uh, we might be in for a little bit of vacation time, but we'll see. So take it easy out there. Said it 1,000 times, but stay safe and we'll speak with y'all soon.